Thank you, Madam. Honorable Madam, thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak and to participate on demand for grants 2021-22 of Ministry of Education. Ma'am, it's a pleasure and honor every time I get an opportunity to speak in the August House. And at the same time, we also expect Honorable Minister to at least give some response to our queries, to our demands whenever he gives his reply. The same way I would like to request through you, Madam, to Honorable Minister Shri Ramesh Pokhriyal ji to kindly consider the demands of Odisha and the demands placed by me as a standing committee member of education only, ma'am. Ma'am, education is a great leveler. The National Education Policy 2020 is aligned with the Sustainable Development Goal of United Nations to achieve equitable and quality education for all, leaving no one behind. The budgetary allocations for Ministry of Education is presented under demands number 24 and 25. The total allocation of the ministry is rupees 93,224.31 crore, which is 2.29% of total budgetary allocation for the ministries or departments of union government. Rupees 54,873.66 crore, which is 58.86% of total allocation for the ministry, is for Department of School Education and Literacy. And the remaining 38,350.64 crore, which is just 41.14% of the total allocation for the ministry, is for Department of Higher Education. The total outlay for financial year 2021-22 is 44.19% lesser than the projection made by the Ministry of Finance by the Department of School Education and Literacy. Madam, the National Education Policy 2020 requires 6% of gross domestic product for education sector to achieve the target set therein. But our expenditure on education is around 4% of gross domestic product. This is correlation between outcome and outlay. The allocation for the education sector, both school education and higher education, needs to be substantially increased. The Honorable Finance Minister in her budget speech on 1st February 2021, ma'am, has mentioned about 15,000 exemplary schools to be created as school of excellence to mentor other schools in that region. Madam, at the same time, there has been a demand, there has been an announcement that there will be 100 Sainik schools opening in the nation. Ma'am, I had personally written to Honorable Minister, and now also as I have got the opportunity to speak in the August House in front of him, through you, ma'am, I would request to kindly have a Kendriya Vidyalaya in my parliamentary constituency, and the assembly constituency's name is Salepur, Cuttack. It comes under Cuttack district, and I have faced a lot of difficulties, sir, while giving KV admissions, madam. Under my parliamentary constituencies, I have 2 districts, and I can only give admissions in one district, not in the other district, which I also have students from there approaching me, but I fail to give them justice. So that is one request, sir, and at the same time, I would request you to kindly bless us or provide us a Sainik school in Kendrapada district. A Sainik school in Kendrapada district. Madam, the Standing Committee on Education in its 323rd report, of which I happen to be a member under the chairmanship of Honorable Dr. Vinay P. Sahasrabuddhe, sir. Madam, Honorable Vice President of India and Honorable Chairperson Rajya Sabha had personally praised by taking the name of the Standing Committee, which had worked hours together continuously for this demand for grants. And we were given a reward or an award kind of thing when Honorable Vice President praised us. Ma'am, the committee has recommended the ministry to develop a timeline to create these schools. In that report, the dropout rates among the scheduled caste is 15.5% at elementary and 18.8% at secondary level. The figure in respect of scheduled tribes children is 9.2% and 24.3% at elementary and secondary level respectively. And the figure for girls is 84.4% and 24.5% at elementary and secondary level respectively, ma'am. An accelerated strategy is required to arrest dropout rates, ma'am, as well as bring back children out of schools. The gross enrollment ratio for the year 2021-22 is 96.09% at primary level, 76.91% at secondary level. This shows that there is a sharp decline in gross enrollment, madam. The gross enrollment ratio at senior secondary level, which is only 50.14%, which is a matter of serious concern, madam. Through you, I would request Honorable Minister to kindly look into this matter very, very gravely. The National Education Policy has proposed introduction of breakfast under the National Program for Midday Meal Scheme in schools. Good, very good. It's a welcome step. However, the allocation for midday meal scheme has been substantially reduced by 48.45% as compared to projection made to Ministry of Finance. I request Honorable Minister through you, ma'am, of Education, through you, ma'am, once again I would repeat, to provide more fund for midday meal scheme. Standing Committee in its 323rd report, ma'am, I have this Standing Committee report 324th and 323rd. Both the reports I have with me, and Honorable Minister must be having it prior to I had. Ma'am, report has red flagged vacancies in Kendriya Vidyalayas, Navodaya Vidyalayas, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas. Bulk of the vacancies belonging to scheduled caste category, scheduled tribe category, as well as people with disability categories. Those vacancies need to be filled up for better capacity building in the schools. And madam, when we talk about education for all, like honorable member, a colleague from this side was speaking a few minutes back, children with special needs deserve special attention of all of us. Technology has been developed for visually as well as hearing impaired student. Concerted efforts by the Ministry of School Education is the need of hour to provide best possible care and quality education to all children with every category of special needs to help them become part of the mainstream. Madam, as a few days back when you only were on the chair and I was given the opportunity to speak on the general budget, ma'am, I had said that there are people with different kind of disabilities. I won't say it's disability. Different talent, ma'am. Ma'am, few more minutes, ma'am. I am from the Standing Committee and I really want to speak my heart out, ma'am, as we have given hours together. Ma'am, people with dyslexia, children with dyslexia, children with autism, they must be focused in a very, very detailed way, and psychiatrists must be available to them, must be provided to them to take personal one-to-one care. Ma'am, regarding higher education, the Higher Education Commission of India bill may be introduced in Parliament as soon as possible. And I request through you to Honorable Speaker, sir, to refer it to Standing Committee on Education for detailed examination of that. The National Education Policy has proposed creation of multidisciplinary education research universities at par with IIT and IIM to be set up for quality higher education, but there has to be a concrete roadmap which may be prepared indicating the target and timeline about such universities. The National Education Policy has also proposed National Research Foundation for Innovation and Research in Higher Education. It is a good proposal, but its implementation and target, etc., should be shared with the committee. Ma'am, at the end, while closing my speech, I would like to say about that category which is always targeted, which is always questioned, but which is never honored rather, and which is never taken care of. That is teachers, lecturers, and professors, because I am son of retired Professor Sri Abhay Kumar Mohanty, and I am proud of him. I am proud to be a son of a lecturer, ma'am. And teachers, lecturers, they really give their life, the entire life, to build the nation. Ma'am, today we are here, tomorrow we might not be here, but this parliament will be there, ma'am. It will be here, and the nation will be here. The children for whom we are working today so hard will always remember us, always quote us. Every single word, every single punctuation will be quoted, ma'am. It's our responsibility to honor these teachers. And at the outset, I would also say, जब हम बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ की बात मैडम करते हैं, बच्चों की बात करते हैं. अभी मेरे साथी राममोहन नायडू जी अभी आके पहुंचे काफी दिनों बाद. मैंने उनसे पूछा कि आप इतने दिन क्यों नहीं आए थे, तो मैडम he gave me such a lovely news. He has been blessed with a baby girl just few days back, जिनका नाम है मिहिरा. और I would also like to take my lovely niece name, जिनका नाम है अभिसारिका मोहंती. मैम, बेटियों को सच में आगे आना बहुत जरूरी है. जैसे लोकसभा टीवी में एक प्रोग्राम चलता है, मेरी बेटी मेरा गर्व, लवली स्टेप मैम. पर बच्चों के दिमाग में मैम, जब वो छोटे होते हैं ना, हमको मैडम उनके दिमाग में इससे भी ज्यादा ये डालना है ऑनर एंड इक्वलिटी फॉर ऑल जेंडर्स। एक बेटी एक बेटे को भी इज्जत दे, एक बेटा एक बेटी को इज्जत दे, और दोनों एक ट्रांसजेंडर को भी उतनी इज्जत से देखे, उतनी इज्जत से माने, तभी मैडम एक सुंदर और खूबसूरत सा मजबूत सा नया युवा हिंदुस्तान हम बना पाएंगे। दिस इज अ सिंसियर रिक्वेस्ट थ्रू यू मैडम टू ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर to kindly look into these matters and kindly give his reply, and I'll be happy if my
Hanuman
requests are given
Beniwal ji.
a little space in his speech, sir. Thank you, madam.
Shri
Thank you so
Hanuman
much.
Beniwal.